Welcome to Smooth Country, Cam. It's a pleasure to see you today.
Thank you. It's so nice to be here. I miss everybody.
And I can see, is that your study there or your bedroom or what,
It's
where
my
are we?
bedroom. Anywhere I can go to hide from a baby that cries.
Yeah, I mean, as a parent, I know exactly what you mean. Sometimes you need to get away. Um, when you mention baby, is that Lucy we're talking about?
Yes, Lucy. She's just turned 10 months this week.
And I'm guessing she's all over everything and climbing and grabbing things and all that, yeah?
Oh yeah, everything in the mouth, all kinds of standing up, and then she'll play by herself like a little bit, but then she's like, "Okay, I need some attention."
Oh yeah, mine are a little bit older, but I know exactly where you're. It's bringing it all back to me now,
Yeah.
which raises the issue because I know everybody would have had lots of plans this year, but obviously things have had to change. But if you had commitments like a tour or whatever, what were you going to do? Were you going to take Lucy along, or how was it going to work for you?
Yeah. No, I was so excited once Till There's Nothing Left came out in February at Valentine's Day. And we went up to New York, Lucy included, her first flight, and Adam came with me, and we went, did the late night show, and she was there, met Will Ferrell, and, like had a good time, and did the morning show and stuff too. So it's really important to me to make sure that my work and my personal life stay as connected as possible, which sounds exhausting, and it is. But I just don't I really want to make sure that I can, spend as much time with her, and then of course this all happened and I'm getting plenty of time with her. So it's all a big adventure to figure it all out. But I'm gonna
I'm
get her
really
on the bus. She's gonna have her own little crib and everything.
Wow, talk about landing in show business.
Yeah.
She's meeting all the stars, and she's gonna be like touring on road trips across wherever the states. That's a great start to life, I have to say. Now you were in the UK. Was it last year? It's hard to imagine
Yes.
now. We're trying to figure out. Yeah, last year was, and I think it was country to country amongst other things.
Yeah.
What did you think of the place?
Oh, I love the UK. It's so much fun to be out there. The fans are incredible. I feel like I have a really special connection with just the people who love this music and love the lyrics. It's always so fun to be there. Like I come there, I feel like pretty often when it's not pandemic. And it's the last time I was there, I was also like pregnant, and so it's sort of fun. Like the little teasers that I got to do off this upcoming album, like Till There's Nothing Left, and Diane, obviously, like she kind of knows them from hearing me sing them while she was in the womb, which is really fun. And her favorite now too, when she gets exhausted, she loves to hear Redwood Tree. She'll kind of like listen really intently for Redwood Tree. And then Till There's Nothing Left, she like lifts up a hand and kind of like dances. Like it's pretty
Oh
cute.
wow, that's incredible, isn't it? Um, I want to talk to you about the new album that's out Friday week. But first of all, I was more interested from the point of view you started out writing for other artists. Um, were you sometimes a little envious that if they picked up one of your songs and they ran with it, that you almost thought that's kind of my baby, I want to keep it myself, or are you happy to just throw it out there and have someone go with it?
For me, it's more I'm not really doing all this to be the center of attention anyways. I don't mind if someone else sings a song, and especially if they sing the song with, like when Miley sang the song that I wrote for her, like with everybody on Bangers, that I felt like she was singing those words from the same place that I wrote them. And it was so empathic, or I don't know if because she's an actress or what, but she tapped into something it was so rewarding to hear someone else sing it like that. And same thing with Sam when we wrote Palace together, like to hear him sing it and just sing these words that I'd always wanted to hear somebody say, like real love is never a waste of time, and have him sing it back was just so rewarding. I love it. And I mostly just end up kind of in the right place at the right time. So I'm not like pitching songs and, hoping or not hoping. So I don't really get too caught up in that part, but it's really nice to just have a connection. And I think that's what happened on this album too, just with, I got to hear, I normally write all my own stuff, but then I got to hear demos and sort of like the emotional rawness of changes, that Harry Styles wrote with Laurie McKenna and Tyler and Mitch, and then Happier for You, which is what Sam Smith wrote with Tyler, and I could just feel what they were feeling, if that makes sense. I like recognized that ache, and then it was like, okay, I want to do right by them, and I want to make this so good that they're proud, because I know that's what I would want, and it's a fun bar to sort of set for yourself. So yeah, I enjoy when people emotionally resonate when they're kind of singing the songs that I write on.
Well, you've given us a demonstration there where you've experienced it both sides. You've just said, they take on your song, and then you've taken on other people's. So, and it seems to be you almost you want to do your best by it in a way. You want to do it justice,
Yeah.
and hope they'll do it for you as well for your song.
Yeah.
Now the album, it's been a long time, 5 years. Some people would say that's a very long time. So my initial question would be, why so long? And yeah, let's have the initial question first.
Yeah. I take my time anyways. I don't think I'm a good rush kind of creator. And then we came out with Diane, and obviously had such an amazing response over there. And right as that was happening, then it led to a label switch. Oh, excuse me.
God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you. I had a label switch right after that. So I had thought there was going to be an album coming out right around then. But then for business reasons, obviously, putting together, like fixing sort of like the team end of it, like had to sort of get that together. And that sort of, at first you're like frustrated. I mean, I was like, I want this out now. I don't want to wait. And then in that interim is when I wrote Classic, Girl Like Me, and I think that was when we heard Changes, and I got to record that too. So in the end, obviously, it makes it the best album it can be to have had that pause. But yeah, of course, in the middle of it, you're just, all you can think of is now.
Well, with that amount of time, obviously you are super familiar with all of the songs, because some of them go way back with you for a start.
Yeah.
But are there many songs on the album that we aren't aware of yet? So, I mean, obviously we're aware of some of the songs already. You've mentioned some,
Mm-hmm.
but so a whole bunch of stuff that we haven't heard yet too. That must be very exciting as an artist, because you want to know what all of the fans think of them too, right?
Oh yeah, I am so proud of how well crafted all of this is, and how I don't make one kind of song over and over again on an album that they all kind of have like one sound. I like to make them in different colors and make them for different seasons of your life and what you're going through, different emotional notes. So I'm really proud of how there's so many different kinds of things, and I love seeing when people, obviously there's certain songs that just everybody seems to gravitate towards, but there's also songs that I think when you say, oh, I love this one, it kind of like tells me where you're at sort of in your life. It's just, oh, you're going through that right now. So it's kind of fun. It makes me feel, like a little less lonely, that this is something we're all healing. We're all working on healing the same things.
Sure. I wanted to know as well, obviously we've been focusing on the new album that's coming out, but we've all had a lot of time to, think lately. And if you're a creative person like you are, maybe you've been working on yet more songs. Have you got a whole bank of stuff that you've been working on in lockdown for the last 7 months or something?
I'll start things. I'll think about things and start things. But I think it's kind of a nice moment for me, especially with all these songs about to come out on the other side. It's more about coming up with creative ways to sort of share the album. Like we have these cool visual loops that they're going to go with the songs and the live stream, and like a sort of like a tarot card thing that pulls up songs for you. And I think more creative energy into that. And
Right.
also right now, a big focus on, I do a lot of like diversity and inclusion work and trying to make sure that obviously, for us in the States, and it's happening everywhere, but I think a real priority is given to making sure we stop keeping out a lot of incredible art that we deserve to be hearing. But because of, someone's skin color or gender or whatever, they're not getting chances. So I think those seem to be the things that I like. It's a little bit heavier, but sort of like digging into those. The music stuff, I feel like I'm so excited to be putting out something right now because people are, like what you're saying, kind of going inward. There's like a softness and a vulnerability and an openness even though the news will sort of paint it a little bit different. Everyone I've spoken to, there's a softness, I think, right now that's sort of in people. And I'm happy to be handing out, offering up a healing tool for everybody to sort of flip through. But for me personally, I think I'm just living this, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of music once I've had a chance to like process what in the heck this is. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm still in it. Like, what? I don't even know how to describe what is happening right now. So.
Well, we're all in the same boat, to be honest. Yeah, we're all just kind of feeling our way. Clearly, in other times, you'd be going on the road or you'd be, promoting this album all over the place. But have you got any plans to maybe go on tour? Because I've seen other artists who are doing, special drive-in shows or they're, socially distant shows. So have you any plans for that, or is that just not on the agenda now?
I think mostly live streams, and then some of the concerts that we had, to reschedule. Some of the festivals are still on the plans for next year. I mostly am just planning. I'm so excited to get back together with everyone over there. Like, it's going to be insane to have this new music out, everyone been able to digest it and know all the songs. And then finally next year, I'm hoping is when we all, as soon as they lift the flood or, pull off the floodgates and like we can get over there, I'm there. Like all my touring people, they all know, like, we're going here, 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 and it's happening as soon as we can. So, we all just got to ride it out. And I think the drive-ins are nice, but it's not how many can you do? It's not like a full summer of stuff. It just deserves, we all deserve as much as you can do, but there's not going to be a full schedule until the real thing. And maybe we'll all be so grateful for it when it finally comes back.
I think we'll be very ready for it. And I think you've nailed it as well. Can you just imagine because that day is going to come that, everything's back on. We can go to, bars, restaurants, concerts, the whole thing. We'll be kids all over again, won't we?
I know we will. It'll be like, you can't go into bars till you're 21 here. It'll feel like my 21st where like, you're just so excited by how sticky the floor is and how much that guy in the corner is smoking too much staring. And you're just like, all the weird things that you never thought you'd miss that somehow are just, we're all together again. It sounds great.
Yeah. Well, look, let's end on that positive high that, that day is coming back again for us. Good luck. I don't think you're going to need it, but listen, I hope the album goes well for you, the album launch and all that. And it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. So thanks for sharing your time.
Thank you so much.